talk about our project called Play, an integrated creative learning center for PWD children. So we're going to discuss our project in the following manner. First, we're going to discuss the background of our project, then the objective, followed by the expected outcome, output, and strategies. Then the thesis, antithesis, and synthesis. Next is the site analysis, macro site analysis, and micro site analysis, followed by our conceptual framework, form evaluation, and plans and perspectives.
So, for the background, so nowadays, yung mga people, ini-ignore nila yung mga meron disabilities. So, ang nangyayari, yung mga architectural designs nila is nagpo-focus sa aesthetics, forms, and accessibilities. Although yung accessibilities is nako-consider nila, pero para sa mga normal people yun, hindi nila nako-consider yung accessibilities para sa mga PWDs. So, ang nangyayari, nagkakaroon ng barrier. So, feeling nila, hindi sila belong. Parang meron, yun nga, may barrier.
For our objectives, we are asked to make or provide a space for disabled children that would not make them feel different and that would help them to adapt to modern day living using 8 high-cube container brands. So, first, our clients are children, disabled children, aged 4 to 12 years old. And second, we are asked to use only 8 high-cube container brands. Okay, for our expected outcome, we have 4 main expected outcome. Namely psychologically, physically, educationally, and emotionally. Under psychologically, we listed self-belief, interaction, and barrier. So we wanted the children to have self-belief because that's how they have confidence with themselves na kaya nila gawin lahat yung mga bagay na gagawa ng normal people. Second is interaction. We want them to be able to interact with other people without feeling inferior or without the feeling na nahihiya sila kasi they are disabled. And lastly, yes, we want to erase the isolation barrier. Second is physically. So we want them to be active even though they are using wheelchairs or they have we want them to be physically active even though there are some restrictions. We want them to feel free and we want them to experience all the physical activities that children usually do. Educationally, we want them to experience or to have an innovative learning. Hindi yung traditional na magtuturo yung teacher and then after that, bigyan sila ng exam or whatever, that's what they've learned. So, kami, we want it to be, hindi siya ganun. Parang yung learner and yung mentor, both nag-interact sila with each other. And we want it also to be holistic, na hindi lang one side yung nade-develop or one part yung nabibigyan ng focus. So we want it focused on everything. Lastly is emotionally. We want them to be emotionally stable. Kasi ang nangyayari, if bata pa lang sila, tas hindi sila emotionally stable, ang nagiging result kadalasan pag lumalaki sila, feeling nila hindi sila capable of anything, and which is not true naman. So yun yung expected outcome namin. So for expected output, which is expected output is what do we plan to do? What do we plan to do? while expected outcome is what do we want to have. So it's like expected output is other ways on how you'll achieve your expected outcome. So first, children are being able to play outdoor physical activities like biking, jogging, etc. So yes, this is for the physical part of our expected outcome. Next is the children must be able to finish perform tasks and activities without doubts or hesitations. So this falls in the psychological, both in the psychological and emotional part of our expected outcomes. Next is they must be able to socialize, interact with other people without feeling inferior. And lastly, children must be educationally active. Next is the strategies. Strategies is the ways on how we will achieve our expected output. So it's like expected outcome is our main goal. Expected output is how you will achieve your main goal. And strategies is how you will be able to achieve your expected outputs. So for us to achieve the goals or aims as we've said earlier, we want to have an open area exposed to outdoor physical activities where the children will be able to observe. This could work either way, it could be positive or negative. Kasi minsan, if they're exposed too much naman sa outdoor activities, like, syempre, there are still things that they cannot do pa rin. So yung exposure na sinasabi namin is minimal lang. And, parang ano siya, reward system. If they do good, they will be able to do like biking or jogging or playing outside, things like that. So next is engaging activities or tasks that children like to do. Children nowadays have short attention span. So in order for you or for us to get their attention, we have to present things that they like to do, like playing, watching cartoons, drawing. Next is interactive therapy or like reading session. This is focused more on developing the emotional side of the children. Parang it's a coping therapy session. Yeah, that will help them as they grow up. This next is an activity that requires their interaction with one another. Syempre, we want them to first interact with each other. Next is activities that will be able to suffice the need of each disability, but will also be as beneficial to others. So, we plan kasi that each activity, it answers each problem of each disability. But we want it to be beneficial to others as well. Like, kunyari, activity A is really focused on answering the need of children in wheelchairs. But we want to make sure also that activity A would be also beneficial to other children na hindi lang yung naka-wheelchair yung mag-enjoy. So, yun. So, next is our thesis, anti-thesis, synthesis process. So, first, we have our problem, which is our challenge or goal, which is to create a space for disabled children that will break the isolation barrier. So that is our main goal. And with all the expected outcomes, outputs, and strategies that we've said earlier, we've had a clear goal of what we want to have. So yeah, that is our thesis statement. So our thesis statement is an integrated and interactive learning space intended for disabled children with activities that suffice their emotional, physical, and mental needs. So it's a summary of what we want to do. And then for anti-thesis, a focused learning space intended for PWD children with the same activities that other children utilize for learning. So yeah, we just took the opposite of our thesis statement. So since our thesis statement is a place for them, a learning space, interactive learning space for them, uh, in which the activities cater their needs. So sa anti-thesis naman namin, ginawa namin focused learning space intended for PWD children. Pero activities is the same activities na ginagamit ng other children for learning. Maybe it beneficial or not to the disabled children. So for our synthesis, we mixed the two ideas together, the thesis and antithesis. So it is an integrated and interactive learning space intended for PWD children with activities that will suffice their needs and activities that are in context with the learning strategies utilized by other children. So it's still providing them activities that suffice their needs, but it's more yung parang it's biniblend mo rin yung activities na prepare mo for them din sa activities na ginagamit ng normal children for schooling.
So, yung macro site analysis, which is yung first site analysis, yung main roads, yun yung red lines, which is yung Commonwealth Avenues, nasa northwest, Tandang Sora, northeast, Katipunan, nasa east side, then yung Carlos P. Garcia, nasa south. Then yung secondary roads naman is yung brown line, which is yung University Avenue. So, sa jeepney routes naman is meron tatlo, which is yung Philcoa, Katipunan, and yung UP Ikot and UP Tokyo. Yung sa Philcoa, yun yung pink na line, which is yun, start sa Commonwealth, then sa main university up, then papuntang south of Oval, which is yung nasa middle, then yung sa Rojas Avenue straight to Arellano, then right turn sa Roses, then Osmeña, and then balik ulit sa University Avenue. Then yung sa Katipunan naman, which is yung light blue, sa Tandang Sora, then papuntang Arellano, then sa Roses, Osmeña, then sa may E. de los Santos, tapos sa may Rojas Avenue, then lastly yung sa may balik ulit sa may Katipunan. Then yung sa may UP Ikot, which is yung yellow dots, then yung UP Tokyo, yung blue dots. Then yung sa bike routes naman is yung green dots, more on sa northwest and southwest, and yung sa may oval, saka yung sa may road, sa may malapit sa oval.
So, as you can see in the photo, nilagyan din namin yung mga notable buildings within the area, which is mostly located in the northwest and the southwest part of the building. Next is the flooding hazard. So, UP is a high place, a very high place. So, normally it is not hazardous for flooding. As you can see, only sloping down areas kasi contoured land siya. So, meron tataas, meron pababa. So, hindi may iwasan na may mga sloping down area. So, normally, doon nag-accumulate yung water. Pero hindi naman siya dumarating sa point na kailangan mag-evacuate ng mga tao para maging safe. So, average is until 0.3 meters lang yung taas ng flood. And it has a lot of trees, so there's no worry talaga about flooding. Next is topography. So katulad nga ng sabi ko, contoured land yung UP. So, makikita nyo naman yan sa photo. Maraming contours, maraming different elevations. So, interesting yung landform. Hindi lang siya flat. So, minsan maglalakad ka, pataas, pababa, tapos, yun. So, next is for our microsite analysis. So, within UP, we are asked to, syempre, choose a smaller scale site in which we will place our building or our structure. So, we chose the one here in the University Oval. It is near the University Avenue and the Osmeña Avenue. As you can see in the photo, it is the one with the yellow shade. So yeah, so it is near University Avenue, the UP College of Social Work and Development and Community Development. Also near the Garden of Native Trees. So yun, marami siyang trees. And the MCT complex. So as you can recall, macro site analysis within UP, dito yung pinakamaraming biking areas. Kasi normally, yung mga nagja-jog, yung mga nagbabike, yung route nila is around the lagoon. And dito malapit sa may Carino Avenue. So yeah, medyo active yung place na yan. So malapit din siya sa Plaridel Hall, William Moore Hall, which is the University Theater and Music Hall, and also the Film Center. So, magkakatabi yung tatlo. So, malapit siya doon. Next is the topography. Katulad din ang nakita nyo kanina, sobrang contour yung landform ng UP. So, yung sa site namin, highest point is 62 meters above sea level, and lowest is 52 meters above sea level. So, flooding hazard is also not a problem, as you can see in the map. So, temperature. When we went to UP, it's cool kahit tanghali kasi nga maraming trees. And according dito sa map from DOST, it's normally at 30 degrees Celsius, which is low for in our country. So, yeah, that's it for our site analysis. And to sum it up, so why did we choose that particular lot? I mean, sa nilaki ng UP, why did we choose that lot na malapit sa Oval? Why not sa ibang parts or sa may southern parts ng UP? So, this is why, these are the reason why we chose that lot. First is, it is near public transport and the main thoroughfare. As you can remember kanina dun sa macro site analysis, daanan siya ng route ng UP Ikot, UP Toki, and Philgoa na transport routes within UP. So, considering the situation of our clients, it is best to place our structure where accessibility is near, or it's not a problem. Next is the open space and temperature. Since we want to incorporate open areas and interaction with the environment in our structure, we need large open spaces, and syempre yung low temperature, kailangan din i-consider yun. Next is the jogging and biking. Katulad yung sinabi ko kanina. Malapit siya sa, alongside siya ng route ng jogging and biking. And we want engagement from the children within the community and the people. Kaya namin din pinili yung site na yun. Another is minimal flooding. Siyempre kahit naman anong building or structure na gusto mong gawin, gusto mong safe siya from flooding. Next is, katabi niya yung College of Social Work and Community Development, which is normally sila yung mga tumutulong sa mga ganitong klase ng tao or ganitong klase ng situation. Sila yung mas nakakaalam sa process kung paano dapat yung mga ginagawa ng mga bata. Lastly, the sixth reason is kasi yung tatlong buildings na sinabi ko kanina, yung University, Theater, Music Hall, Film Center, art building siya. So, pinili namin yung site or yung location na yun kasi katabi yung tatlong buildings na yun. And the reason we'll explain later sa conceptual framework. Okay, so next is our themes and sub-themes. So, aside, these are just the themes or ideas that we want to incorporate in our structure aside from the objective that are asked na gawin namin. So for themes, and sub-themes, these are the things that or ideas that we want to incorporate in our structure aside from the objectives or the objectives that are asked. So for our sub-theme, our sub-theme is Integrated Creative Learning Center or Learning Environment. Because UP is an educational environment and it is the need and the right of the children to be able to learn. And we made it creative because of the children's short attention span. And in learning kasi, learning kasi is limitless eh. So parang, there's a sense of freedom that you feel when you're learning. Okay, so now we're going to discuss our conceptual framework. Our conceptual framework actually, it's like, naka-mind map lang siya of all the things we thought of about this project and until we came to our concept. So, as you can see in the photo, we first write the phrase to provide space for PW children, and we connected it with each other. So, to provide space for PW children, we extracted it and we got emotional and we got the avoid isolation. So for the children naman, one of the things that adults envy sa children is yung pagiging carefree nila, yung pagiging lively, pagiging positive nila, no matter what the situation is. Kahit simple lang yung laruan nila, or meron lang silang papel at lapis, masaya na sila. So from there, we wrote the ideas positive, confidence, lively, active, creative, and without problem or stress-free under the children. We connected it with the word children. And then, from those words na we got from children, parang may nabuo kaming idea, which is freedom. Kasi yun naman yung parang sum niya, di ba? Children are free kasi hindi pa sila restricted, yung mind na hindi pa restricted to anything. So, ayun. From positive, confidence, lively, active, creative, stress-free, we got freedom. So, freedom, yun yung concept namin. Yun yung ginamit namin concept for this project. So, what we did, we extracted freedom pa para magkaroon kami ng guide words para sa activities and sa interior ng structure. So, for freedom, nag-research kami ng definition niya online. But, lahat ng makikita namin is para-parehas lang yung meaning. Iba-iba lang siya ng pagkakasabi. So, ang nilagay namin is absence of constraint. Yun yung first na idea na nilagay namin sa freedom. Next is yung symbol niya is dove or bird. Next, expression. Freedom is expression of what we feel, of what we are, of what we think, of what we want to do. Freedom is an expression of ourselves. And then we got also the idea hope. Freedom is hope for a lot of people. And then from hope, nagkaroon kami isang idea, which is inspiration, kasi hope is inspiration naman. And then from expression, we got the word arts. Kasi if pag gusto natin i-express yung sarili natin, it's always through arts. Kunyari malungkot ako, gagawa ko ng song, or magdodrawing ako, or gagawa ko ng sculpture, or kunyari masaya ako, magdodrawing ako ng rainbow, or magpipaint ako ng yellow, lively colors, gano'n. Every time that we feel something and we want to express it, it's always through arts. So from expression, nag-branch siya through arts, and yung arts, kinonect namin siya sa inspiration. Kasi arts is, you cannot do arts without any inspiration. So yun. So from arts, binranch out pa namin siya. So arts is a source of communication. We communicate through arts. So nalagay namin yung communication. Arts is a mood. It depends din sa mood natin kung paano tayo gumagawa ng art, kung paano natin nagagawa yung certain art. Yung art, nagde-develop din siya ng skills natin. So yan, nalagay namin develop skills. Tapos yung art, it has its psychological purposes. And art is very imaginative. So, yung kanina, yung sinasabi ko dun sa location na pinili namin within UP Diliman. Di ba sabi ko, one of the reasons why we chose that location, kasi malapit siya sa arts-related buildings, katulad ng Film Center, UP Theater, and Music Hall. So, kaya namin ilagay siya doon, malapit sa arts building, kasi dahil dito, sa conceptual framework namin, nakuha namin yung word na arts. So, yun. And, next is yung activities na gagawin namin dun sa structure na gusto namin. So, first na-establish na namin kung anong klaseng structure yung gusto namin, which is an integrated creative learning center. So, yeah, integrated, hindi lang siya nakafocus sa isang bagay, and holistic, yung yung learning ng bata, creative, kasi short attention span lang. And so, we wanted to be creative para engaging and hindi mawala yung taste ng mga bata to learn. And yun. So from there, and from our expected outcome, and from the conceptual framework, we need certain activities that we want to put up in our structure. So first of those is the freedom wall or freedom painting wall. So the idea is a whole wall and floor could be paintable for children. So meron pa magkakaroon ng canvas, so replaceable yun. So pag puno na siya ng paint, pwede siyang paltan para may bagong canvas. So pwede siya sa walls and sa floors. So pwede sila mag-drawing kahit nakaupo lang sila sa sahig. So mag-drawing lang sila daw, mag-paint, whatever. Yun yung first na activity na gusto namin gawin. Second is yung outdoor activities, like outdoor physical activities, like biking, outdoor playground, jogging. Tapos, next is to have a non-visual room. Kasi sabi ng psychologist na interview namin, children nowadays are very visual. So, it would be helpful if we will put up a audiovisual room. So, another is the therapy room. Since gusto nga din namin ma-improve yung emotions nila on how they think of themselves, of the things that they didn't know that they can do. So yeah, kung naglagay kami ng therapy room, it's parang helping them to cope up and to grow up. And another is the mood room. The mood room is a place para to set the mood of the children. Siyempre sa disabilities, meron din mental disabilities. So itong room na to is for their need. It's to set their mood, to set their pace. Ganyan. It will be equipped with different light colors, with music, with soft things, toys, pillows, carpets, but wala siyang window para control yung magiging reaction ng bata. And the last one that we want to put is the interactive LED floor. So, para siyang freedom painting wall, pero ito naman is digital. So, this could be both beneficial to the children, physically, mentally, and educationally. Para siyang malaking tablet na nilagay sa floor. Tapos whenever you step, nagkakaroon na interaction sa floor, or the teacher or the facilitator, kunyari, could download an app and play it with the LED floor tile so the children could interactively study or learn. So that's our activities. So we have 5 activities all in all. And next is our form evolution. So for our form evolution, since we have freedom as our concept, what we did first, as what you can see, we make just a rectangular form because freedom is absence of restrictions, and in architecture, the most practical form or shape is rectangular or square because every part of it, every space, you can practically use it. So what we did, we just placed the container vans, 8 container vans side by side, and then we've come up with a rectangle. So that's our first step. And then second, the symbol of freedom is bird. So birds, they fly, they are high, they are elevated, they are above us. So what we did, we divided the rectangular shape into half, and then the other half we put it above. We put it above to represent the feeling of elevation or of the feeling of flying. So in the second picture, you can see we now have 2 levels. It represents the absence of restriction and the highness or the bird. For the next process, what we did, on smaller scale kasi freedom is being free of who you are and what you are and still being treated the same. So this is for the children. It's parang being free to do what you want, whatever you want, even though you lack something in yourself or you're restricted or you cannot think straight. Parang it's being free of being just children, doing whatever you want. So what we did to represent the difference, that difference is the half that we put above the other one, we twisted it a little. So yeah, so it represents different. It looks different kasi normally we place forms parallel, diba? So what we did, we twisted it para to represent different and to show that even though it's twisted, even though it's not parallel, it could still be as functionable as the other forms. So yan, we twisted it. So parang medyo naging diamond form na siya if titignan nyo in plan. And then the remaining container vans below, so nagbawas kami ng isa, tapos nilipat din namin sa taas. So there are 5 container vans above, and the remaining 3 we separated it. So para magkaroon ng parang stand or parang support yung 5 container vans above. And so we've come up with a form like this. With the colors naman, so on the second level, we use the color yellow. One because freedom in the Philippines is yellow. The yellow ribbon, it symbolizes freedom in the Philippines. So yeah, we use the yellow color for the second level, and also because yellow is joyful, just like the children. It's very lively, it's vibrant, it's energetic. And for the 3 remaining container vans below, we use a very, very, very light shade of blue. Because it is a complementary of yellow, and another because Since it's very light, it looks neutral. It looks like white, but it's not white. It looks neutral. So it gives you that feeling of openness, of freedom. Okay, so now we're going to go to our floor plans. So for the ground floor, we place there the freedom painting wall and the interactive LED dial. So we place it side by side, but then we realize that the children need to wash their hands at times because they're painting and they're drawing. So what we did, we separated them with a small space with the wash area. So for the painting and the LED interactive LED floor, the wheelchairs cannot be hindi pa di pasok yung wheelchairs inside. So kasi syempre galing sa labas yung wheelchair, tapos ipapasok sa loob, and may canvas sa floor, may LED tile sa floor. So what we did, we placed wheelchair racks just outside the painting area and the interactive LED tile area. So whenever children wanted to go inside, they could just place their wheelchair right there, and they could just, crawl or drag themselves inside the area. And beside the painting area, we also place a small food shop. Since this is a learning center and children have to eat, we place a small food shop and an eating area opposite it. So for the left side of the plan, we place the facilitator's corner and the bathrooms. In the rightmost part of the plan, you can see the ramp going upstairs to the second level. We separated it, we place it outside the building because it takes up too much space and we only have limited container vans to use. And since the place is contoured naman, we use that advantage to lay out the ramp going up. So here's our second floor as well. You can see the ramp and then the entrance at the top side of the plan. And in the rightmost room is the playroom. It has, just like the painting area, right beside the door is a wheelchair rack, so children can just play freely inside. So the wheelchairs will be placed near the door, so it would not be hard for the paraplegic children naman to drag themselves kasi if malayo pa yung rack. So same as yung ginawa namin sa audiovisual room, which is just beside the playroom. Meron din kaming wheelchair rack just beside the door. So yan, kasi yung idea kasi namin ng audiovisual is parang puro pillows lang siya. So whenever they have to watch something or they have to listen to something, they could lie on the floor, rest, and focus on what they're seeing or what they're hearing. So yun, we place a wheelchair rack then beside the floor. Next to the audiovisual room is the therapy room. So the therapy room, we didn't place a wheelchair rack kasi it's a therapy room naman. Hindi naman siya masyadong activity-packed na lugar. Hindi ganun ka-jam-packed yung activity doon. So, yeah, the wheelchairs can be brought inside the therapy room. So, yeah, so just place their facilitator's corner and sofas and pillows. So whenever they're going to have some therapy session, hindi sila maboboring na nakaupo lang on hard chair. So dapat medyo comfortable din. And beside the therapy room is the mood room, which is for the mentally disabled children. So it has no windows, all things inside there is soft, it is carpeted. All rooms are carpeted, have carpeted walls, 1.5 meter carpeted walls and floors. Kasi it's for the safety of the children. Since most of the rooms, the wheelchair cannot be brought through inside. So yeah, we placed carpets. So yeah, the mood room, it's just small. We practically place it beside therapy room, so there's an easy access for the facilitator. Okay, so for the science section, when we first plot our structure in the site, it does not fit with the contour. Yung sa ground floor, medyo nakakain na ng lupa, half nung height ng structure. And yung sa second level, walang support, yung naka-twist. So yung idea kasi namin is sana yung contour, masupport niya rin yung second floor para kahit hindi na Okay, so for our side section, nung nilagay namin yung structure namin dun sa contours, hindi siya nagsakto. Almost half ng ground floor nakain nung contour. And hindi sumakto yung contour ng land para mag-support dun sa second floor. So dito sa front side elevation, merong naka-indicate na cut and fill, tapos naka-hidden line siya. So yan yung soil or yung land na we want to cut. And also, nakikita nyo rin siya dito sa right side elevation cut. But dito sa right side, makikita nyo na yung fill. So everything na ika-cut namin, i-fill namin para ma-support yung back part ng second level. Also din dito sa left side elevation, makikita nyo rin yung yung ika-cut and yung kailangan i-fill. We want na ma-support ng land yung back part ng second level para at least firm siya kahit may structural support siya sa ilalim. So, inayos namin yung contour, yung nag-cut and nag-fill na kami. Ito na yung naging itsura niya sa front elevation. Dito nakikita nyo, kita na yung buo ng ground floor, hindi na lang yung half. So, naglagay na rin kami ng ramp, ng outdoor playground, and makita nyo rin yung installation na apple and yung malaking book. So, sa right elevation, makikita nyo inclination ng ramp. So, dun sa ramp, hindi namin siya ginawang straight, as in straight na ramp lang papunta sa second floor. Ginawa namin siyang fun, kasi yung gagamit nito is children. So, kasi kung straight lang siya, ang haba na nga nung naakyatin nila, nung i-roll nila nung wheelchair nila, tas ang boring pa, straight lang. So parang, di ba, parang wala nang gustong umakyat sa second floor. So what we did, we made it as curvy, parang snake, and we followed it sa contour ng land. So pag dirigin mo siya, hindi siya boring, medyo fun siya kasi curving siya eh. Right? It's fun to go, to pass through there. So yun yung ginawa namin sa kanya. And then sa rear elevation naman, may kita nyo na na-feel na yung kulang kanina para ma-support yung second floor. Na-feel na siya nung soil na kinot namin. And then may kita nyo rin dito yung sa left side, yung top part ng ramp, and sa right side, yung glass box. Actually, inad lang namin siya. Para magkaroon ng, kasi medyo closed yung second level ng structure. So, para magkaroon sila ng window, para makita yung outside, naglagay kami ng glass box. So, from sa ceiling ng audiovisual room hanggang sa therapy room na nag-extend ng 1.5 meters pa. So, ganun siya kahaba. So, it's 1.5 meters high from the roof apex and 2 meters wide. After elevation is our comprehensive interior elevations. So the two parts of the three tiers that we choose to nakuha ng elevation is yung freedom painting area and yung freedom painting area and LED wall floor tile and yung therapy room. So first, i-discuss ko muna yung therapy room na cross elevation. So here, makikita nyo na plain white walls lang siya. Kasi therapy room siya, it's supposed to be relaxing. That's what we want to achieve. That's what we want to give the children, relaxing. So, same as well ang color ng carpet. Earth tone siya, hindi siya blue, hindi siya pink, hindi red. Earth tone siya, it's brown. So, yung carpeted wall is 1.5 meter high. And then, yung furniture, the sofa, the pillows, all of them are soft. Kasi, gusto namin ma-feel yung gusto namin mabigay sa kanila na comfortable sila sa loob. This is therapy room yun, you're supposed to talk about what you feel, how you're supposed to. So yan, yung stuffed sofa and yung naglagay kami ng maraming pillows. So yung sofa and pillows, pareho siyang green, pero iba-iba lang ng shade. Green kasi makes you relaxed, ganon. So pag nakakita kasi ng green, it's relaxing eh. Kaya madalas siyang ginagamit sa schools, yung coloring. So ginamit din namin siya dito sa luto para ma-achieve pa rin yung relaxed na ambience. And yun. Tapos makikita nyo rin sa left side ng elevation, yung facilitator's corner, and then merong insulated walls. Yung insulation, I'll talk about that later sa structural, and carpeted floors. Yes. So the other one is the painting and LED floor area. So first thing you will notice here is the canvas wall. It's a replaceable canvas. Parang may clip lang siya sa top and bottom. So if pagpuno na, pwede siyang palitan. So it's 1.5 meters high from floor level kasi hindi naman abot ng mga bata yung maximum height ng wall. So what we did, ginawa namin siyang 1.5, tapos the rest nilagyan namin yung window. Casement windows yung nilagay namin kasi eto, yung wall na to, facing east siya. So, sayang yung air, yung wind na dala niya. So, yan, naglagay kami ng casement windows. And then, yung wall namin is painted on a very, very light shade of blue, katulad nung sinabi ko kanina sa colors. Tapos, dun sa may corner, naglagay kami ng animal paintings, insect paintings para sa children. Tapos, andito rin, makikita nyo rin dito yung colorful cushion railings. It's, ginawa naman siyang cushion kasi if ever man na masyado silang hyper or whatever, kahit mauntog sila dun sa railings, hindi sila ganun masasaktan kasi cushion siya and it's soft. Tapos, makikita nyo rin dito yung wheelchair racks kasi sabi ko nga kanina sa floor ka. Next is the interior space of the playroom. So on the right side, you will see a black installation on the wall. It actually functions the same as the freedom wall. Kaya lang here, para makadraw ka or para makabuo ka ng shape or ng form, you have to use the LED sticks and place it inside the holes. So yun. Ito kasi parang symbolize din siya ng freedom na parang hindi lang kaya mo rin mag-drawing or makabuo ng images na hindi gumagamit ng pen and paper. Parang it breaks the idea na kaya mo na mag-drawing if may pen and paper ka. So ito yung is a breakthrough way for the children to explore shapes, letters, numbers. They can even draw houses or flowers here by using the colors by color coding. So yeah, this helps them both physically, educationally, and psychologically. Kasi they're having fun, they're learning, and it's a physical activity kasi you'll get you'll get the LED lights and you'll put it there. So as you can see, it is carpeted. The wall is carpeted. It's 1.5 meters high. The floor is carpeted. There are pillows.